I've been having wrist pains for about a month, over a month. I was in the gym and I was curling heavy and I let my wrists go weak and I put my elbows in. Letting my wrists go weak has hurt this part of my hand, and letting my elbows go in has hurt this part of my arm, which has extended to now this part of the arm because the arm had to compensate and use other ligaments when they were not supposed to be used. This is called the ulnar side of the arm, the forearm. I went to a doctor around 2 weeks after the initial injury happened. I kept going to work, and I basically worked in a lumber yard where I have to pick up heavy things, 12-foot, 100-pound pieces of wood, sometimes by myself, sometimes with help. And I'd only wind up making the problem worse because instead of doing a healthy rehab of light weight and letting the muscles recuperate, I just ignored it because I didn't know how bad and long lasting these effects would be, but that's life. I'm making this video to help anyone who currently has fears of hurting themselves in the gym like I should have had. And I'm here to help anyone who has the current pain that I have, where, very specific type of injury. Maybe I got injured months ago and then this just exacerbated the problem. I don't know. Going to see physical therapists very soon. I've seen doctors. Doctors haven't really given me a concise answer. One doctor said that I have Cervicalgia, which is a problem on the upper part of your spine. Right here is where the spine ends at the top. As you can see, I haven't shaved because I don't want to put like little vibrations on my wrist, and then I don't know how the tendons work with that. I know I look greasy as fuck. So let me be. And I hope to, I will get over this one day. It's inevitable. I will power through. Hopefully. With determination, I've accomplished a lot on my own. And with the help of, people who have come before me. Thank God we have a plethora of knowledge in the modern day with the internet. Instead of reading, WebMD, even though they are written by doctors, you're better off at a scholarly article. You're way better off just plunging through a scholarly article. Understand that you won't understand everything in a scholarly article, but you will be way better off with that than with anything else. That is where the real information is. That is where the actual numbers come from. That is where the WebMD people get their information from. So a mix of both is always good. I'm mostly making this video because there are billions of videos on tendonitis, billions of video on torn rotator cuffs and stuff like that, but I've yet to see any English YouTube videos or just videos in English. I don't know why Cervicalgia happens to be mostly in Spanish for the YouTube videos, but it is what it is. And I will take you on this little journey with me because in the grand scheme of things, I don't expect this to last a long time. I love to do things like learn language and learn history and learn about societies and things like that. We live in one, so it's better to just understand it. And instead of just saying that this is how the world is, we can say, how did we get to this point? And then go from there. I feel like that allows you to have a very, very more heads-up approach to how you encounter people and how people encounter you, is if you just kind of acknowledge that this is how we were raised, this is how the people before us were raised, and this is why we are. I don't want to go too far because I have a tendency to start ranting about things. The fact this video is only 4 minutes long and I've covered this much information is mind-blowing to me, so I'm going to stop it here. Also, if you've ever gotten an x-ray on your hand, this part of your forearm, right here, the wrists, if this muscle, bone, it's a bone, if this bone is higher than the other bone, you are a lot more likely to encounter wrist injuries. I did not know that until 2 days ago when I got a second x-ray done. The first doctor who did an x-ray did not tell me that. Don't know why he chose that out. Maybe to leave that out. Maybe he just didn't know it. Maybe he didn't care enough to tell me. So if you've ever gotten an x-ray on your hands and you have common hand injuries, like I do, or you just feel like you have weak wrists, it could be the skeletal structure that you were just born with and you can't change. There are some things you can change, like grip strength and muscles and You know, your ability to jump, your ability to take a fall, you know, knee strength and stuff like that. There are some things you can't change, like your bones, how you're born with it. Maybe you can. I'm gonna look into that. But for now, hopefully you don't see this video. Hopefully you don't come to this video with a similar problem as I have right now, and then you will need to wait another X amount of days to get an answer, at least from me. You'll get the answer. And just have the strength to endure it. I know a lot of religious people will ask God for the strength to endure it, and I salute you. I ask myself for the strength to endure it, and I thank God for the fact that I am cognitive enough to understand that I have the strength to endure some things, this being one of them. I didn't mean to get all philosophical at the end, but sorry. Have a nice day. Fix my wrists, part 1. See you.